Before I start the video, like the video if you want to see more videos like this. Make sure you subscribe and hit the post notification. That junk was talking mad trash about you and your family. I'm telling you, just hit that, man. And for those of you that didn't notice in the last video, I do show comments from the previous video I uploaded. So if you guys want to be featured in the next one, comment something and maybe I'll put it in the next video. Now let's get into this. There are 449 players in the NBA. And they all have different body types. None of them look the same. Every one of these players has something unique, except for these two guys right here. They're exactly the same. Buy one, get one free or something like that. But anyways, in the NBA, that is the case. So how come every single one of our My players has the same exact body type? No matter what I change, it always stays the exact same. I make him weigh the absolute minimum or the absolute most, and he stays the exact same way. Now obviously I see things are changing on the side like contact, dunk, speed and whatnot, but that's not what I meant. Let's look at these two players. Kevin McHale, 6'10", 216 pounds. Now let's look at another player, Alonzo Mourning, 6'10", 271 pounds. Now that's a 60-pound difference. Do you guys see it? Because I definitely do. Look at the shoulders, look at the arms, look at the body. Everything looks absolutely different. Shouldn't it be my choice if I was to want to make a player like either Kevin McHale or Alonzo Mourning? Let's do this again with a more recent comparison. Kevin Durant, 7 foot 240. Hassan Whiteside, 7 foot 265. Do you see a difference? Because I definitely do. Now in 2K, KD's listed as 6'9", but we all know that's not true. In an interview, he said himself that it wasn't true. But using those same guidelines, look at KD's height and weight. Now when I was playing around in my career, I used a 6'10" player, and every time I made his height higher or lower, he stayed the exact same size, and he looked nothing like KD. So I think some would say that it might be kind of easy for 2K to use tons of different player builds because they already have them in the game. I mean, it's kind of like the hairstyles, but we'll get into that in a different video. They already have them in the game. I don't see why it'd be hard for them to just put them as a preset for us to select them. But right now I was looking at the differences in Kevin Durant or a different big man in the game. Now I know he's listed as small forward, but Kevin Durant's pretty much a hybrid. And I would say that's what makes him so unguardable. Especially on the Warriors, he can go anywhere from the 1 to the 5. From this one play in last year's finals, this is what I feel like will be the key to master these body types. He has to be able to just run the ball off the break and also have the ability to dribble. And not only that, he has to be a little bit faster than the usual big man. And they can even keep it exactly like they have it on 2K. A lower speed without the ball than with, because obviously Kevin Durant's faster with the ball. And to finish it off, my man has to be a knockdown shooter. I already know what some of you guys are thinking. That sounds like a demigod. But let me explain to you something. We can give him a bunch of weaknesses that'll lower that up. We can make him bad versus post players. We can make him bad versus rebounding bigs, aka glass cleaners. We could make it so he can't do contact dunks and that he's only decent around the paint. So around the paint, he's not the greatest around there, so he pretty much has to stay outside and shoot. We all know what Kevin Durant does, and I mean, he even plays defense really good. And obviously, we've seen that from the finals. But I can definitely say that it would be a little bit cheesy if we had him play exactly like Kevin Durant, because I mean, our My players are supposed to be kind of nerfed for whatever reason. I don't know why, but staying by those same standards, I feel like we should maybe nerf up his defense, make him get eaten alive by centers in the post, things like that, but also make him a mismatch so players like Kelly Olynyk can't guard him. Look at that. But 2K's never had anything like that before, and I feel like maybe they should add it. If not this 2K, next year's 2K. Now this is another cool one. Giannis is a Greek freak. That's why they call him that, obviously. And the thing about him is his arm length. Now obviously we can have our arms at a ridiculous length, but it doesn't seem to make a huge difference in our offensive games. Obviously we can get rebounds a lot easier, but it actually makes us worse on offense. And I feel like Giannis is not a shooter by any means. So maybe if you wish to pick somebody like Giannis, your 3 suffers a lot, because if you look, his 3 is actually very bad. But you get that Euro step in your arsenal. You can actually dribble the ball, because big men can't dribble in 2K period. I see some people doing it, and I mean, I don't want to talk about any glitches or whatever the case is. I need it to just be straight in the game. I don't want to have to glitch my guy in order to get him to do the things that I feel he should be able to do anyways. If we're being fair here, I feel as if pretty much the only thing that should be kind of nerfed is the 3-point shot. Now, obviously in 2K17, threes were huge. Everybody could make threes, and that was what kind of broke the game, in my opinion. I feel like that's why they nerfed sharpshooters the way they did. Even though I feel like sharps shouldn't have been nerfed while everybody else got to say the same, but that's another topic. Giannis pretty much does everything. He blocks shots. Now the main thing that I feel that he should have a boost on is getting to the basket. Now that should be like a slasher type thing, but like I said, all slashers are the same. Even if your arms are the same length, your body type is the same. You don't see nobody like, okay, he's using his arms to his advantage, whatever the case is. It's all the same. He's just using the same contact dunks and maybe just getting lucky to get to the basket, using crossover animations, whatever it is. And I feel like this just shows more expansion that 2K could do to make the game a little bit more fun. This last one I definitely didn't forget about, and I think it's the most important. LeBron is definitely another freak of nature. Now, we definitely have a lot of those in the league now, but if you look at his body type, I think it's pretty much exactly how it is in real life. We all know LeBron as a passer, but if you give somebody else LeBron's body, they probably are wreaking havoc on people every night. Now, not saying LeBron doesn't do that, but I feel as if they would use, like, what LeBron did in the third and fourth quarter of every single finals game when he felt like, okay, this team is definitely not going to help me win. That's what people would probably do with this dude 24/7 in the park, on pro, and whatever the case is. But if I had KD or Giannis, I personally don't care. Some of you guys probably do not agree with me on these case scenarios because you feel as if it'll make the game cheesy. But I say if my players get better and somebody else's my player gets better, what's the problem? See, personally, I never liked the idea of just making one thing and specializing in that one thing, because I feel like it definitely allows people to be trash. Like, if I just make a lockdown defender and spam X the whole time, then I'll be able to be good at the game, when really that's not how basketball is played. I mean, if we're going to make a basketball game, because I know a lot of you guys were saying to me, oh, chill on the criticism of 2K because there's not much more that they can add to the game. It's just a basketball game. But let's be real with ourselves here. Is this game finished? Is this game done? Is there more they could add to this game? Yes, I feel like there's more they could add, and I feel like the game is nowhere near finished. I feel like I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but if you guys didn't know this, if you take your stats from your My Player and put it onto the creative player, it's nowhere near a 99 if you were to get your guy to a 99 overall. So I feel like they're pretty much just letting the trash players be trash. Why can't I be great if I'm great at the game? And yes, I definitely agree with some people. 2K is definitely doing a great job making this game graphics wise. Yes, but I feel like there's a lot of improvement that needs to be added. The animations are not on point at all. I don't know where you guys got that information that the animations were great. The animations are not on point. They're absolutely horrifying. I don't know where that came from. For those of you that played My Career back in the day, you know that My Career has just turned completely into a badge grind. Nobody plays it anymore for the gameplay. We just play it pretty much just to get badges. And we only want to get badges because our guy's so one-dimensional. So I just feel as if this would add something to the game that would make everybody a little bit different. That would make everything a little bit different. Shake things up. Make people actually want to play My Career and not just do practices just to have to build up these low stats we get just because we're a sharpshooter. We can't rebound the ball. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Everybody is two-dimensional in the NBA, or you're probably in the D League, to be honest with you. So I feel as if they should definitely fix that. Fix the way that the body types are set up. You already have them in the game anyways. Why not use them? Use your resources, 2K. You guys have so much stuff that's already in the game, but for whatever reason, you will not throw it into My Career. If you guys like this idea, make sure you leave it in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think should be added to it, because I know a lot of you guys drop gems. Whenever I put out an idea, you guys finish them off for me. That's why we're Prodigy Gang. And like I said before, if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that right now. Turn on post notifications. Give me more ideas. Like I said, you guys are so lit with the ideas. And I think you guys should also know that now I'm uploading Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So don't expect the video tomorrow, but there will be a lit video on Wednesday. And depending on what you guys comment, it'd probably be depending on what I do. I have a few ideas in mind right now, but I feel like I should kind of, you know, go the wave of what you guys want me to do because, you know, we're Prodigy gang. We take turns, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Wow. I buy a new car for the bitch. For real. I tear down the mall with the bitch.